up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine.
Hello, once again to my live stream. If anyone has some time to hop on, I had a little time in between recording, updating my iPhone, which got an update today, 17.4. Oh, stolen device protection. I guess I'll turn it on. We'll see what that does. But anyways, my main business being on right now and hoping some other people hop on is I just realized in a couple of weeks, Invincible Season 2 will start, and then in 4 weeks, it will end. And I don't have a show to replace it. As you can see, I'm in my YouTube studio dashboard. I had started a new show for Patreon and YouTube, Solo Leveling, but as you can see right here, I got my first copyright strike from the producers at Solo Leveling, which was odd because typically when you argue or you dispute a video, you get two options. One option specifically kind of says, and I will open file here. I won't show it, I'll just read it. When you dispute it, you get to, one is dispute, one is escalate to appeal. I never escalate to appeal because I don't really typically care if something gets claimed. Like, it's not my content, so I don't really argue, and I'm not making a whole lot of money off of it anyway. So I'll dispute it. And in the case of like Community and all my other shows, I usually win the disputes for fair use. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I never win. But this was the first time I had to do Solo Leveling. So you get to dispute it or escalate it. When you dispute it, it says what happens next. Claimant may release or reinstate the claim, which is fine. It says if they don't take action in 30 days, the claim is released. I know that. Your video will be made visible in 48 hours. Okay. No contact info needed. Okay. If the claim is restated, you will be able to appeal. And I typically don't care if the claim is reinstated, because if they agree that it should be non-monetized, I don't argue. Escalate to appeal is all of that, but it says, and it's on the bottom in like a red exclamation point. What's up, Jay? If YouTube gets a valid removal request for your video, you will receive a strike. That's why I don't click escalate to appeal, because I don't want strikes. You're not supposed to get a strike if you dispute it. And I got a strike. So I sent an email to the production company to explain it, and hopefully it gets taken off. But it's so impossible, I guess, to edit anime, maybe, because I uploaded it 3 times and it got caught 3 times. And I don't know what else to do. So it might just be a Patreon only show from now on, unless when I watch the next episode and edit the next episode, I'll try one more time, but I'll have to like really cut the video to basically almost nothing, maybe like 6 minutes of the show, and see what happens. But I did notice, I was going through once again Blind Wave's channel, watching some of their videos, and when they do anime reactions, they don't even show the video. I think they only really talk about the video. What's going on, Chris? Where there's a screen, there's a sanctum. Thank you. I typically a lot of things I I guess I'm not very creative, but I did make that up, even though it's a play on where there's a will, there's a way. So I based it off of something, but I did make it up. But yeah. So anyways, Solo Leveling on Friday, I'll see what happens. But anyways, that was not the point of this video. The point of this video is to come over to Patreon. Obviously, Solo Leveling will always be there. But Invincible, this show is about to end. So right now I'm doing Community, Rick and Morty, Invincible, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then my Patreon tier once a month, which seems to be The Last Man on Earth. I think I'm already up to episode 5. So Invincible is ending. I need to replace it. Community, I still have season 4, 5, and 6. That is 13, 13. That's 26, 36, 39 episodes. So that's 39 weeks. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I still have 5 seasons. So that's probably a year. And what was the other one? Rick and Morty, I have, let me see, I'm in season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have at least 45 more episodes. So I'm good with those for about a year until I have to do this again. But I do need to replace Invincible in about a month. Hey, Shira. Shira says, I say take the claim all the way to Supreme Court. Imagine that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be reacting to One Punch Man season 3. I freaking love One Punch Man, but I don't even know that's coming out. It's definitely not coming out in like a month. So my goal for this live, and anyone who watches it live or after, is help me replace Invincible when that season is over. Because I want to watch something that is current, because Community, Rick and Morty, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the seasons that I'm on are not current. They're all done. I'm not up to Rick and Morty season 7 yet. So I want to be current. Slowly but surely we'll get Last Man on Earth done. Yeah, it what is it, 5 seasons? If we do one a month, I'll have Patreon for like, I don't know, 5 years, something like that. Like, yeah, something crazy. 40 months. It's a good show though, but yeah, I just need something current that people are watching, and like, I just don't know how things typically work. So if I go to YouTube and I go to, and this is what I usually do, I'll just go to their channel and see what gets the most reactions. But there's some things like I don't really know if I'll enjoy. Like, It's Always Sunny, I know is hilarious, but again, it's not a current show, and I want to pick something that's current. One Piece, I think, is fairly new, but again, I don't trust editing animes for YouTube. So like they do a lot: Demon Slayer, Spy Family, Naruto. Like Naruto is the one that, and I don't want to play their stuff on here, but they do a good job at going through the whole episode. They have it broken down into parts, but they're not actually showing any of the episodes. So I'm wondering if they too have problems editing anime for YouTube. So like they have so many, like their most popular video is One Punch Man, the pilot. I wish I would have had a channel back then because I freaking love season 1. But anyways, Kira, what's going on? You basically missed me talking about how my solo leveling reaction got a copyright strike, my first one ever, and how I believe the strike is not warranted. But I wouldn't argue with them not letting me monetize it, basically. And I edited the video like 3 times and it got claimed all 3 times. So long story short, I feel like it might be really, really hard to edit anime for YouTube. So now I'm trying, solo leveling might be Patreon only, but Invincible is going to end. I need to replace it. And I want to watch it with something new. Let's see. Shira says, hopefully the Community movie will be out by that time. Probably not with our luck. I feel like maybe it will be, because again, what did I say? 13, 13, 13, that's 9, 39? Yeah, 39 more episodes of Community, 39 weeks. If it's a TV movie, like not a blockbuster, and they shoot it this summer, I think the movie would only probably take a month to shoot, maybe a month and a half. So there's a good chance that it would be out in less than a year if they could hopefully start this summer. Marcus, one of my best friends, well, my best friend from high school and college, Marcus, says, watch Power. Power, I don't, is that, see, I want something that is either just starting where people are watching season 1 and I'm on season 1, or something that I could catch up really quickly. And I think Power has a shitload of seasons, so I'll have to see. But I do plan on trying to react to like new Disney Plus stuff if there's, the new Marvel shows or Star Wars, if I watch them, but not all of them. It's a rough one. Oh, Abbott Elementary, yeah. That one, I watched season 1 on the plane. Hilarious. I still haven't watched season 2, and I have to start season 3. That show is really funny. So that actually was one that I was thinking about. And I think that might be like 4 or 5 episodes into season 3. So we'll see. Another thing that I like to usually choose when I'm doing a TV show reaction is I like the shows to be diverse. So like Community is a diverse show. Invincible, the cast of voice actors is diverse. Rick and Morty, really not so much, but it's hilarious. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's diverse. Monarch was. Atlanta was. Echo was. What We Do in the Shadows, not so much, but I love that show. Our Flags Means Death was diverse. Secret Invasion was diverse. So I like Abbott Elementary would fit perfectly. Echo I already did. Echo is on Echo's done. It's on Patreon and it's on YouTube, all of it. So yeah, if I go to my studio and then I go to my content and I go to my playlists, where is it? I had to redo my playlist, so they're all not in order. Dooby-dooby-doo. Doop. Where is it? There it is. Echo, 5 episodes. So yep, all of Echo is done, and I was very surprised that I did not get any restrictions on this, because sometimes Marvel and Disney, they do make you cut it down, but I got lucky. Debbie does Dallas, oh my god. Mark. So yeah, let me put it, I'm gonna actually type this up, because Abbott Elementary is 1. So I'll just knock that there. Let's see what shows are actually on. New TV shows 2024. Shogun I'm watching, but that's something I just want to watch and enjoy. I don't want to react to Shogun. So far, so good. Tokyo Vice Season 2. I love that show, and I'm just watching it. Oh my goodness, Marcus, you are crazy. 35 most anticipated shows. I don't know. What do we got? Expats? No. Oh, that's a show? I thought that was a documentary. Genius, MLK, and Malcolm X. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's another one that I wanted to watch. Maybe I'll do Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love Donald Glover. I'll put that in here. That's like folks who ask reactors to watch Friends or How I Met Your Mother. Far too many seasons to deal with. Oh, yeah. Way too many. I tried to do Parks and Rec. That one got a lot of, not strikes, but claims. NBC Universal seems to not like when people do reaction videos. Yeah, actually, it might be Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Everyone says that's good, so it might be that one. One day, and that would be the 3rd Donald Glover show. I did Atlanta, Community, and then Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Constellation, no. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know much about that. I don't watch The Walking Dead. Shogun, like I said, I want to just enjoy it. The Regime, Allison Jack, Palm Royale, Body Problem, Apples Never Fall. Orphan Black Echoes? There's a new one? I was thinking about watching the original Orphan Black. Yeah, it might be Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That might be the one. I totally forgot about that. You've been watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Marcus and Kira and Shira? I did finish season 2 of What If. I didn't react to it. Probably should have, but another show that I just wanted to watch and enjoy. It was really good. I like What If. Loki was one that I tried one episode of season 2, but no one watched the reaction, so I stopped. That's usually what I do. Is if I watch something, like I'll continue to watch the show, but the time it takes me to edit it, if no one's actually watching the videos, then I don't really put much effort into it and I stop. But people watch Community, they watch Rick and Morty, they watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Invincible actually is very popular, but not too many people watch that on my channel. Solo Leveling wasn't getting very many views anyway, so it's not really that big of a loss. But the show is really good. If you like anime, Solo Leveling it's freaking crazy. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So let me just see who's watching it. Damn, like these are huge channels. So like 33,000 views, 6,000, 14,000. So it looks like some of the bigger channels are getting good views on these. So, and it's a show I want to watch anyway. So this might be it. I think I answered my own question. What's going on, Scott? So, yeah, so Mr. and Mrs. Smith is on Netflix, no, Amazon, and I have Amazon. So, I also have an app where I could download the episodes, so that's good. And I should be set. I'm just curious about how long the episodes are. I already have it. What's in my cart? Why did Amazon put coffee in my cart? I did not do that. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Let's see. They are episode 1. I don't want inside episode 1. I want the actual episodes. Oh, episodes. Let's see. An hour, 45 minutes, 48 minutes, 42 minutes. I could do that. And it's only 8 episodes. Yeah, that's no problem. Invincible is like 45 minutes an episode. So this should be no problem. The Last Airbender. I have no idea what Louder Milk is. Let's see. Anna Savage, don't know who that is. Oh, Ron Livingston, okay. Laura Minnell, Matt Frazier. Oh, this is a pretty older one. I haven't even heard of these shows. That's crazy. What is this on? Netflix. Let's see. Oh, shit. I just want to get out of here. Me. Yeah, I recognize him. I don't know anyone else. How many seasons? 3 seasons, 10 episodes each. That's not bad either. Oh, Beef I wanted to watch. Does anyone watch Beef? Put that on my list. Tacoma. Queen Pins looks good. There are a lot of good freaking shows. Ah. So Beef I know is 1 season, 10 episodes. I actually do like shows that are like 10 episode seasons. So Beef is good. The only thing with Mr. and Mrs. Smith is I kind of want to watch it now, which I kind of can start because I still have 3 weeks until Invincible. So technically, I could probably start this one. Will I do that to myself? Maybe. Cool, cool, cool. Chris is between Hulu, Amazon, Netflix, HBO Max, people, they might as well have cable. Yeah, I know a lot of people feel the same way, and I do pay for a lot of them. Even though I pay for them, I feel like the goal with streaming was never to own them all. You know, cable, you're kind of forced to pay for everything. But I felt like with streaming, the main goal really was, hey, we have Disney, we have Max, we have Prime, we have all these things. Which shows do you like best? Pay for that one, you know? But there are so many good shows that we want to own multiple ones. You know, if you want Star Wars and Marvel, you need Disney Plus. If you want Game of Thrones, you need Amazon. If you want Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you need Amazon, unless you pirate it. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is very heady. What do you mean by heady? I know it's a comedy too. Also, I heard it was based on the original TV show and not the movie. Let's see. Original TV show. Yeah, there was a TV series in 1996. I think this is what the new show was based on and not the movie. Yeah, I have YouTube television too. I do have that. And then I also have some apps that I use. When I want to get the TV shows, I use Play On. You get credits and then you could download them. Or I use something on my Android phone. Yeah, I have so much stuff in my YouTube television DVR. It's crazy. I think I have like I have all of a lot of shows. And it's cool because sometimes you could find stuff that's not on regular. And then I also have Tubi and Vudu. Vudu? Is that it? I think it's Vudu. Yeah. And those are free and they have some stuff. Like I saw on Tubi, they have all of G.I. Joe. And that's not really streaming anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, you have to pay for it on Prime, but you could watch it all on Tubi. That was pretty cool. And there was something else that was on there. It's not on much. Kira says, wait, Stevie Yan is in Beef. Do we get to see... I don't think beef in the title meant that, but you never know. Oddly enough, Steven Yen also does the voice of Invincible in Invincible. Invincible has an awesome cast. Like, it's crazy how good this cast is. Steven Yen, Mark Hamill, J.K. Simmons, Laura Cohen, Seth Rogen, Zazie Beetz, Sandra Oh, Jillian Jacobs, Jason Mantzoukas. Like, there's so many good voices. Walter Goggins, Mahershala Ali. It's freaking... Jima, I can't pronounce his name. I know who he is, obviously. But, like, look at this voice cast. It's nuts. Marcus, you ever watch Invincible? Shira said that Ted series is far better than I thought it would be. Didn't love the two movies that much. Let's see. Who is in this one? Oh, Seth MacFarlane, of course, would do the voice. So this one is... What do we got? Got to have it. Is the season over? Oh, Peacock. It's like the one streaming service I don't have. I just got AMC Plus because they had a good American Express deal on that one. Got, I think, $20 off for the year. Yeah, this is going to be the one. And I think I already have found the logo. Doot, doot, doot. Damn. Yeah, I think I have it already, though. That's the movie logo. Oh, well. But I do need this image. Oh, that's a tiny image. Maybe this one? Yeah, this one will work. That'll work. All right. Good stuff. I wonder if with the rate, let's see, I don't usually look at Rotten Tomatoes, but I'm just curious. So, damn, the audience score is 66. That's actually surprising to me. I figured the audience score would be higher than this, but everyone I talk to likes it. New TV Tonight, Shogun, Marion George, Will Trent. Shogun's in 90, that's good. I'm just curious. Tokyo Vice isn't even on here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Tokyo Vice is good. Chris says, yeah, there's a DC series called Young Justice, and you look at the voice cast, it's amazing. I've actually heard of that, but I've never watched it cast. DC seems to always get a good voice cast. Damn, they have a lot of people. Nolan North. I recognize some of the faces. Jason's piece. I feel like these might actually be like voice actors rather than celebrities doing voices, but I could be wrong. I've never heard of any of these people, most of them. So I'm assuming they're professional voice actors. Okay. Oh, damn, I'm such an idiot. I've been on Safari checking stuff and I'm searching and I'm sharing to Google Chrome. I'm such an idiot. I'm a dummy. Okay. So, yeah, Shogun is good. Got that. So, yeah, this is what I got right now on Patreon. If you like the Monsterverse, Monarch Legacy of Monsters was phenomenal, season 1. What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, to me is one of the funniest shows on TV. Funny story about Shadows. I watched the movie a couple of years after it came out, and that movie is not new. So What We Do in the Shadows movie. So this one was 2014. I think I watched it in 2017 with my brother, and I really liked it. The very first time I watched it, hilarious. And then I started watching the show, binge it, was done, funny. Then last year, I went back to rewatch the movie with the kind assassin because she loves the show too, and we couldn't get through like 10 minutes of the movie. For some reason, it was not funny at all to me the second time, which is weird. That usually doesn't happen. So yeah, I guess I need to make an announcement on my socials for like the 10 people who follow me that I'll be starting Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I can't wait to finish Solo Leveling. I don't know if you all watch One Punch Man. It's similar to that. I keep saying it. Like similar plots in One Punch Man. One Punch Man just wanted to be a hero, and he like trained to be it until he was ridiculously stronger than everyone. And then in Solo Leveling, the character, from what I am gathering, he just needs money. So he signed up to be a hunter to earn money for his family, but he's just not very strong. Like he's basically a wimp. And then something happens where right now he's not super strong yet, but the basis of the show is some Titans kind of choose him to be in their video game, I guess, where he will be leveling up by himself, hence Solo Leveling. So as that season progresses, I'm sure that training will make him like an A-tier hero. So by the end of it, I'm sure he'll be stronger than most of the other heroes. So they're really good. So again, I'll still be watching that, and I'll try a YouTube edit like one more time for that, even though I had to delete episode 2, but we'll see. I'm kind of excited now to watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So anyone who is still watching, what shows that are new are you all watching right now? And I think I have, let me see. I got a few more minutes. Just wanted to be on for like a half hour, 45 minutes to kind of select the show, and we did. Kira, I have not watched Dune 2 yet. I plan to, but I still need to watch the first one because I watched Dune 1 on an airplane screen, and like I remember it was good, but you can't really obviously appreciate it. I also watched Avatar 2 on an airplane screen. Like I got the gist of it. Marcus said, "You're really good, handsome." Marcus always was my biggest supporter, even when we were kids. Chris said, HBO Max dropped that horrible Aquaman 2 film for streaming. I haven't watched Aquaman 2 either. And I like the first one. I just like Jason Momoa. If I saw another one, Fast X, saw that on an airplane. Jason Momoa was having so much fun in that movie. Hoop Dreams. I have to remember also, I keep forgetting, Marcus, to upload all of my documents, the songs that I wrote, so you and Julio could go through them, take what you want. The stipulation is you have to record albums. You can't give them to anybody. Shearer said, hopefully Mr. and Mrs. Smith has more killing and less romance. I think it might, because in the movie they were legitimately married, right? And in this one, they're pretending to be married. So even if they do fall in love, I feel like it'll be over the course of the season, maybe? Just my thoughts. Marcus said, you can't break me in text. Obviously, if you were here in person, I would be cracking up, but just reading stuff. But again, you have to virtually promise to not give those lyrics to anyone. It can only be used by you and Julio. And if you find someone and you sell them, you can go 50-50. But like I was reading over them and I'm like, damn, if only like a real artist had these and could tweak the words, like they're dope. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So I got to put this somewhere. This is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's funny, it's a PNG when it's literally just a picture. All right. Damn, I forgot to turn my heater on. Hopefully no one could hear it. Oh, man. Do. All right. Actually, I'm already caught up on Tokyo Vice Season 2, so I gotta wait for Thursday for a new episode. But Shogun, I think we're 2 episodes behind. Doo-doo. Mr. and Mrs. So it says, yeah, see, technically a short-lived 1996 series is the original source material here, but you're more likely to remember the movie, of course. A reboot has been just sitting at Prime a long time after some changes. Phoebe Waller-Bridge was originally set to... That name sounds familiar. Let me see. Who is this? Oh, that's right. I recognize her from Indiana Jones. Donald Glover and my Earth Scheme will appear as the couple with impressive supporting cast. Sarah Paulson, Cole Parker Posey. I just saw her in The Last Man on Earth. Alexander Skarsgård. That is a pretty good cast. I already saw Madam Web. Me, the Kind Assassin, and our friends went to see it when they were visiting because me and my friend who visited, Manny, we watch all the Marvel movies, even if they're not Disney Marvel Studios. And it was a weird movie because the story we enjoyed, like what they were telling us was interesting. Like it could have been a lot better, but there were just parts. It was just weird. Like there would be a 5-minute section of the movie that was really good, like a good 5 minutes. And then it would revert back to like bad. And I don't like to call things bad, but you would see the villain talking and the words didn't match his lip. Like, how do you not catch that in post-production unless they overdubbed it later, they changed his lines? And then like Dakota Johnson, some of the time, sometimes she would talk and it would just sound like rehearsal, and then other times it would be really good. And like the girls, the women who played the Spider women, they were good, but Sydney Sweeney sometimes just sounded bored, like she didn't want to be there. But the other two, I think there was 3 of them. The other 2 were really good to me. But then there's some dialogue in it, and this is kind of like a contradiction. I said it on one of my other videos. If you watch the movie and you listen to what they say, especially Dakota Johnson, like some of her dialogue in the beginning, if you take it out of context of a movie, some of the stuff she says are things that we would respond to certain situations, but for some reason it just doesn't sound right coming in a movie. Like movie dialogue, I guess, needs to be better, than we would normally just talk in real life. Like one a lot of people complained about is after she almost died, she goes to a party, someone gives her a Pepsi, and she says something like, after the day I've been through, I think I could have used a beer. Like, that is something someone would say, but when you see it in the movie, it just sounds off, So it's hard to explain, but no, it wasn't a very good movie, but I mean, I enjoy mostly everything. Um, it definitely wasn't as good as Morbius, and Morbius wasn't very good, but I enjoyed that movie. That was a movie I thought was actually good. It just needed to be longer and or rated R. But I don't know. That's just me. I enjoyed the Venom movies. The first one I thought was probably a little better than the second, but the second one had a lot more action and it had Carnage in it, so that was cool. What else? I'm looking forward to Kraven the Hunter. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I want him to be Quicksilver again, but he's a good actor. But I just don't trust Sony to make these movies. I really feel like they just make them so they don't have to give up the rights to Spider-Man. Like they're building this entire universe that you were like, okay, Spider-Man, any Spider-Man should be showing up. But Madam Web was a prequel and Peter Parker was just born. So 16 years from 2003 is when he would be turning into Spider-Man. So that's like 2019. And I think Venom came out in 2017, 18, and 19. So in the present, Spider-Man should exist, but he doesn't yet. So I just don't know if Sony knows what they're doing. But Kira said, now I have the song Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. Oh, yes. That was that Simon and Garfunkel or was that just Paul Simon? Funny. Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, Marcus, if you're still on, is a song I wanted you to remake 20 years ago when you were trying to write your album. I thought that chorus would have been perfect for a hip hop song. Never happened. Oh, shoot. All right. So that's all the time that I have for today. I'm glad I got to just chat and we figured out which show I want to watch like in the first 5 minutes. So I will go ahead and try to get those files so I could maybe watch episode 1 today. If I watch episode 1 today, it would go on Patreon tomorrow, but then I would have 2. I don't think it really matters. No, Rick and Morty went on Patreon today. So I could do it. I could do it. Keep an eye out for that link. Yeah. So thank you everyone for hopping on and helping me make that decision. We got Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and that's 8 episodes. So in another 8 weeks, I'll be doing this again probably to pick another show because yeah, this will replace Invincible, and then I'll have to replace this, and it's a whole vicious cycle. So that is all for me. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. I actually have to log on to PlayStation because Assassin's Creed Valhalla gives out free shit every Tuesday, and I gotta check that out. Chris says, wasn't as bad as Morbius. That's our new measuring tool. Well, for Sony Marvel movies, not for Disney Marvel movies. When it comes to the Sony ones, yeah, Madam Web wasn't as bad as Morbius. But Morbius was not great, but I still enjoyed it. Like I said, there were some parts that happened that I was like, okay, I get it, but we probably could have used 5 minutes to kind of like, not spoon feed us, but just show us how they got there. You know, it seems like they cut a lot of it out. And also, I think a vampire movie should be rated R. Yeah. But, all right. I'm out of here. I will see you all again. And I am not lying when I say I need to do a live stream where I let people know in advance, but I've just been having ideas and I've just been wanting to see if people, you know, hop on to just talk in general for impromptu live streams, and you have. So when I have something set, it'll be up so everyone knows, and hopefully I can get a ton of people on to chat. But yeah, I am out of here. So I'll see you all on the next live or the next video or on Twitter or Instagram or wherever you all follow me. So peace, guys.